Hey guys, I wanted to take a quick minute and talk to you all about inviting and inviting with intention. I think as new coaches, sometimes we can get in a roadblock where we're sending out so many messages and to the same people, or just copying and pasting different things and sending them to 50 people in our friends list. And I want to ask, is that really creating value? Is that really building a relationship, and laying the foundation for what we're doing here? I don't think so. And so I have a few tips that I want to share with you guys to help maybe clear up some stuff or just help you get started right. Or if you're a new coach or a coach who's been doing this for a while and you just need a few, extra tips or how to start doing that, then this is for you. First, I want to talk about building relationships, and that can show up in so many different forms. But the first one that I like to talk about is your challenge group. You don't need 50 people in your first challenge group. That's too much. And it's not laying the foundation for you to build a solid relationship with each of those challengers. I engage with every single challenger in my group, and sometimes I ask them questions on their posts, get to know them more. And if you have 50 people in your group, it's really hard to keep up. So pick a number that's your goal number, but that's going to allow you to build that relationship and do it in a constructive way and in a personal way, because those challengers are more than likely going to be your coaches. So if you take time in the beginning to build those relationships in the challenge group, it's going to pay off so much more in the long run. So don't fill your plate with just having challengers. That's my first little tip. The second one is when you're copying and pasting and sending messages to people, I, first of all, don't really like to do this. I know it's a time saver, and the only time I really do it is when I'm following up with people that I've talked to before. And even then, I change stuff. So if you're going to copy and paste stuff, make sure you change the person's name and make sure you personalize it. Third tip, if you are going to follow templates, which I don't advise doing, they're there as a tool, as a reference, as a guide, but I just do not follow them. I create my own that sound like me. So this tip is look at a template, get an idea, but create it with value from you, from your heart, and that, sounds like it's coming from you. If we type up a template, someone's going to be like, that doesn't sound like Carly. Like anyone can create a template. Create your own, create it from your heart, and add value to the person that you're talking to. This is a big one. Number 4, if you have friends that are coaches in common with other coaches, yeah, that makes sense. If there are coaching friends in common, please reach out to those coaches first and ask if they've talked to that person. The last thing we want to do is saturate our Facebook market, just sending messages to all these people, and then, at the end of the week, they've gotten 6 messages from coaches. That is not what we're trying to do here. That's not building relationships, and that's not coming off the right way. There are other companies that do that, and for our team, that is a big no-no. Don't do that. Reach out to that coach that you see in common, or start a message thread with the 4 coaches you have in common with that person and ask. I've done it with people on our team, people in Team Fit, people in TKO, everywhere. It's not just about our high school and college friends. Make sure you're doing that, because you're going to appreciate it when a coach does it to you. And then one of the last ones is invite with intention, not just to sell something, not just for those challenge pack points, lead from your heart. Take a minute to step back and ask, how can I add value to this person? What questions do I need to ask? Do they have an injury? Do they need a time saver? Blah, blah, blah. All these things. Just, instead of getting so excited when someone messages you, because I still do it, take that minute and, think about what the outcome you want for that conversation to be. How can you add value to someone's life? How can you give them some support? What can you bring to the table for them that they're not getting? And then the last one is, if you haven't talked to somebody in a while, or if you're going through your Facebook friends, don't just send a generic message about a challenge group. I've done it before, but I've also personalized it. Like, hey girl, I saw that, you had a great Christmas with your family, or vacation pictures were amazing. And, now I've realized to kind of stop there and get a conversation going with them before adding the extra bit about my challenge group. So take the time to build relationships. Do not be sending out 100 invites a day that's just copying and pasting stuff from one person to the next. You're going to get unorganized, you're going to get frustrated, and you're not going to get a lot of responses. So take the time before you sit down at your computer, get in the right mindset, lead from your heart, and think about how you can add value and what you can bring to other people's life. All right? If you have any questions, let me know.